This is a matchup we've been waiting for. Conference rivals who don't like each other very much, and heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. And welcome to Sooner Nation and the Gaylord family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, as we'll see the number 10 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense trots out there to open this game. And Kirk, this is what we've been looking forward to, a matchup of two quarterbacks who are elite, very competitive, matched up against each other today. One of the better matchups we'll see all season.
Yeah, a game that we really pointed to all summer. Looking forward to this matchup. Knew these two quarterbacks would go head-to-head. Very important that they don't get caught up in the individual matchup. They just go out and work against these defenses that they're facing and try to put up as many points as they can. Well, a good run here and a great reminder of what the Sooners are all about. And I know they've had quarterbacks that have gone on to win the Heisman in recent years, and Sam Bradford and Jason White and Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield, all great players. Man, when I think of Oklahoma, I still think of them running the football with Barry Switzer, option play, pitching it to the backs. Billy Sims, who won the Heisman, but DeMarco Murray and, of course, Adrian Peterson, Marcus Dupree. So great history, not just the quarterbacks, but running the football in Norman, Oklahoma.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pop.
Looking downfield near the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's in the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's the point after attempt. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. They bring him down, but that's good work by the return team. He found the lane as this drive's going to start with decent field position. So Alabama's offense comes out for their first possession today. We know this top quarterback is a confident guy, but talking to him, he's also well aware how good that edge pass rusher on the other side is.
Well, he better be ready today. He's got great skill. We know what he's capable of doing, but this will be the best defensive end that he's faced all year with that kind of pass rushing ability. So he's going to have to maneuver around in that pocket to make plays.
The defense swarms. He's going backwards. He'll lose 4 yards on the play.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw options and actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, this is a great job by the offense here of spreading out the defense, creating those vertical seams. But you could almost feel the quarterback once he got this defense spot. He had his eyes on one guy, his receiver, the receiver that can fly. Nice throw and another big gain.
The Sooners and the Crimson Tide, a rematch of a very memorable game last time. Oklahoma had a brutal year, coming off some tough losses. but they circled the wagons. They played really inspired at home, and Alabama just didn't show up, Kirk. This was a crushing loss for their playoff chances. They put 3 on the board. That's it.
Yeah, just another reminder of what makes college football so unpredictable. Alabama was starting to build some momentum and looking like they would be a team that would be destined to make it into the playoff. And of all games, to show up flat just didn't look inspired against Oklahoma, who was having a down year. They caught the Sooners looking to make their season with a landmark win, and the Sooners capitalized on that and just ruined any hopes of the playoff for Alabama.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. And they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Risky throw here on second down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on third down coming up.
Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. He's got it near the end zone. And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line.
That's a good job by this offense getting positive yards here on this 3rd and goal, but now they're facing 4th and goal. Big decision on whether or not to settle for the field goal to at least get some points, roll the dice.
No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Chris, what about the mentality here from this offensive coordinator? Instead of throwing the football, they decide to get behind the offensive line, get physical with this defense, and pound it into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. First down and more. He's still running. He's brought down, but what a pickup on the ground.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel and understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they get a big gain.
Caught near the sticks. It's Gibson. That's enough to move the sticks and give him a first down at the 41. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback still with the football. Gets some space around the 30. The tackle is finally made down at the 11-yard line.
Boy, it's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps it, big positive yards, and a first down. The defense has got to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. On the run, it's Spot. They get him down to wrap up the first period of play. So some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one. Let's take a quick pause and check out the stats from this first quarter. And as we move to the second quarter, you hope these teams will build on a promising start. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. An inside deal now from the shotgun. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game in this quarter that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. That's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
But they'll try to add the lead now with a PAT. The extra point makes the lead 14-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Alabama's coming back onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Nowhere to run up the middle.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. Physical run earns the first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time.
And here comes a deep shot. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
What a great job here by the defender on a deep ball downfield. One of the toughest things to do is get your head turned back, locate the football. He does it perfectly and bats it away.
On the move now. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving.
Well, this is so deflating for this defense on third and short. Good coverage downfield. They take away all the short routes, but the one guy that they don't account for is the quarterback and his legs. Picks up the down by being athletic there and great awareness.
They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down to the 32.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart into position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
Seventh play of the drive coming up. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play. So on fourth down now, out comes the field goal unit. From 47 yards away, showing off the deep range.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Sooners offense is back on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. On first down, it's play action. Finds his man. It's Gibson. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
The defense does a nice job of forcing the quarterback here to be patient by playing zone. And they run a crossing route. Defense is there, but not able to break up the catch.
Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Well, I don't know what the court saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Grab down the middle. It's Burks. They bring him down at the 45, and a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down in this offense.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10 from the 45. A handoff from the shotgun. Got the first down and still motoring. He's stopping, but this offense is threatening now at the plus 44. The Sooners pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. And there's the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and to keep him short of the first down.
Over the middle, it's Gibson. He stopped, and he gets a first down.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. But the fourth quarter really starts to wear you out.
You make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone.
What a drive by this offense. Another big gain, and look at the defense. Huffing and puffing, hands on their hips. This offense is wearing them down both mentally and physically.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. And the Sooners begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Quick throw, catch made. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. Good kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Williams. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Back to throw. It's Simpson. With the catch, it's Cuevas. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Grab down the middle. It's Williams. Timeout is called. A tuck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Oh, they trap him for a sack. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Let's it fly to the wideout. That pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. It's a low punt, won't travel very far. The punt will bounce and head out of bounds. Takes the returner out of play. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? First down, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
Grab near the sticks. It's Gibson. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Throws to the tight end. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just one or two plays here before halftime. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. He was successful with his first attempt. This one is from 35 yards out. And it's good right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for three, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. It's a squib kick. It's going to be fielded by one of the up men. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
All right, Kevin, thank you for the update. The Sooners will kick this deep to begin the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Passing game effective in the first half. Let's see if they keep it going or if the defense has made adjustments trying to protect the lead here. And they'll tackle at about the 23-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
A play action, looking to throw. He's hit as he throws it. Tried to loft it in there, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Oh, and it's dropped by a normally very reliable receiver. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, the defense is all over the field in the first half, and as we see here, more of the same to start this third quarter. Big question to me is, now you got a fourth down. You look at that scoreboard, we'll start to wonder, should I go for this?
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. We'll call for the fair catch here. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They'll run it here. They stop them after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, you really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
It's third down for the offense. To the air, it's Mateer. The sure hands, it's Potts. That play will move the sticks. Set them up first down at the 42.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming.
Here he goes. They get him to the ground, but an explosive running play there.
A really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's first and goal for the offense.
The Sooners pick up enough yards to move the sticks. In the red area, it's Potts.
There's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. So here we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Grab behind the line, it's Potts. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up fourth down. So they're short on fourth down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. The field goal is good, and they add to their lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Bringing it out, it's Williams. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Alabama offense back out of the field. Coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Makes an open space. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Back to pass. It's Simpson. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. The punt team making their way on the field. He's on to boot it away now. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? Starts with a quick pass to the left off the RPO. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
This is what makes the RPO so difficult to defend if you have a quarterback who can read it. It's that old argument, which guy has the chalk last? Well, with a quarterback that can read it like that, the quarterback has the chalk last. He reads that they're up, makes the throw on the quick slant, gets some really good yards.
And the Sooners line up on 1st and 10 now.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
That's reeled in. It's Gibson. They make the tackle, but the offense now set up for the first down at the 21.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
The Sooners looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. First and goal, handoff. And they've got him. As we hit the quarter break, Kirk, Oklahoma has the lead. We've reached the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a second and goal. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Nice job by this defense on that second down, so we now have third down and goal. The offense could be thinking about four-down situation. They need to put the ball.
Swarm to the pass rush, a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Knocks that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. They finally get him, but that's a great return. The last line of coverage guys just able to corral him. A great spot to start this drive. To throw, it's Simpson. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
Hey, this is a great way to start this drive, but they've got a long way to go. You need a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, somehow get the ball back, and then do it again. So the clock is your enemy. So we got to move down the field in a hurry.
Here's the second down play. They'll run it from the gun. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris has just really been the story of the game. This defense has completely eliminated this offense's ability to run the football, made them one-dimensional, and that's why they haven't been able to put many points on the board.
And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Trying for a fourth down completion. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Well, I don't blame the offensive coordinator here. It's the right thing to do down a couple scores. They just didn't execute.
And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nice grab. It's Burks. They finally make the tackle, but solid gain. Sets them up first down at the 33.
How about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the fourth.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. To the air, it's Mateer. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Makes it look easy. And they add to their lead.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. And their returner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Defense got a big 4th down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And it's hauled in. What a catch. They bring him down, but what an explosive play. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. And the quarterback keeps it here. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
It's a nice game by this offense. This quarterback has such a good feel for running the option. Whether it's handing it, keeping it himself, or pitching it, puts a lot of pressure on the discipline of this defense.
On the ground, it's Young. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
So a field goal attempt coming up now. It was on the mark with his last kick, but this one is from 50 yards away. And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. Could be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. The freshman brings him down quickly.
Well, this is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
They'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a 1st down. The Sooners come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Grinding away with their running game. Crosses the 45. They finally make the stop right near midfield. It'll be 1st down. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the Sooners pick up enough for a 1st down here.
Base 27, John. Base 27, John.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Run it up the middle, but stuck for no gain. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Dropping back, it's Mateer looking for his big tight end. Catch is made down the middle. They bring him down, but that is a crucial first down. They could just run out the clock in victory formation now. And with this one wrapped up, the quarterback will just take a knee. This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team that came in here and handled business. Did what we expected them to do, Kirk, but they did it with impressive focus and execution.
Man, you said it. These guys just seem to be on a mission today. They weren't going to let anything get in their way, especially another ranked opponent. This team was motivated from the opening kickoff.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. This is a matchup we have been waiting for. Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. Welcome to College Station, Texas, and Kyle Field, the legendary home of the Texas A&M Aggies. And we'll see the number 14 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 8th-ranked team, the Texas A&M Aggies. From EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. This deep to start us off. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So Miami's offense comes on the field to open this game. And each offense features a star tight end, Kirk. What an elite matchup of guys who can really hurt defenses in a variety of ways.
When was the last time we did a game where we were excited to watch two tight ends from opposing teams go against each other? But that's what we have today. Both of these guys are elite at their position. Both want to have bragging rights that they're the best in the country. Let's see who can be showcased better today.
That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Dropping back, it's Beck. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He makes the grab. What a sag by the senior.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The Hurricanes with 1st and 10 here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. He got away with one there. A dangerous throw. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The misfire on first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 33. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. The pocket breaking down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an incompletion. That'll bring up 4th down and makes you wonder if the offensive coordinator is reevaluating. Maybe a run there might have been the safer call.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Aggies offense out there for their first possession. And Kirk, this is what we've been looking forward to, a matchup of two quarterbacks who are elite, very competitive, matched up against each other today. One of the better matchups we'll see all season.
Yeah, a game that we really pointed to all summer. Looking forward to this matchup. Knew these two quarterbacks would go head-to-head. Very important that they don't get caught up in the individual matchup. They just go out, work against these defenses that they're facing, and try to put up as many points as they can.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Keeping it on the ground here. First down, looking for more now. They make the tackle, but that's a great pickup on the ground.
Nice first down here by Texas A&M. The offensive line gets a hat on a hat, gets a good push, and once again, you see the history and tradition of Texas A&M with a great back.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Tight end makes the grab. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34. New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Keep it on the ground. There's a handoff. Oh, he fought hard there. Broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Looking for his big tight end. Oh, he makes the catch.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
And the Aggies are in the red zone now. Caught near the goal line. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes the score 7-3. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Settled for 3 last time. No doubt they're looking for the end zone in this possession. From the shotgun, handoff inside.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
It's a shotgun run, Paul. As the first down is still going. Tackle is made, but that's good for a 1st down to the 47.
Good, tough running here by this Miami Hurricane running back. A nice job up front to be able to pave the way to be able to come up with a Canes 1st down. And tell you, the way he's playing right now, all those famous alumni that Miami have, got to be watching this game and being very proud.
Incomplete, trying to find the receiver there. Just missed him. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And this time it's complete. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30 and a 1st down. The Hurricanes churn out another 1st down. Back to pass. It's Beck. Pulls it in. It's Fletcher. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
And the defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. And the tackle is made. This screen pass there produces a solid gain.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
Quick throw. The catch is made. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position. The Canes line up with a 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Now the offense dialing up a draw play, but it goes backwards. Not exactly what they were hoping for in that play call.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. So far, this has been a battle on the ground. We've completed the first quarter, and the run game has dominated. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Crucial play to begin the new quarter. The offense sets up with a 3rd and goal. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. They stop him behind the line. That's going to set up 4th down and short. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. He was successful on his first try. This is just a chip shot from 21 yards out. He got it. The field goal's good. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field, trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drop last time they had it. Play action here on 1st down. And he's hit right as he throws it, incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's 3rd down and 7.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the 1st down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
The Aggies will line up to boot it away. That's the first punt today for the offense.
On to kick it away.
Touchdown, Miami. A huge special teams score.
And just like that, we flipped the script in this football game. Great job of setting up his blocks, being patient, and then using the afterburners for this touchdown. What a play.
The offense still out there. They're going for 2 here. And they'll run it into the end zone until they go up by a touchdown here.
Chris, as you know, the windows are so tight down here, especially when you're throwing the ball this close to the goal line. And this quarterback was just simply dealing to thread that ball in there for 2. Great throw.
It's Owens. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Are coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. And they've got him in the backfield. It's a 4-yard loss.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
And they'll get him down that time.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of every...
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
They'll kick it away here. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Miami offense is back on the field. That last possession produced a field goal, but more importantly, it milked the clock, and they do that again. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters.
Touchdown, Canes. A great catch and run for 6. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Owens. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together with this drive? Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. They'll run it to the right side. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Hey, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
It's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety. And he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Quick throw, testing the middle. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
And they bring him down, but not before he reaches a 38. 1st down from there.
Boy, when this back has room to run, he really can hurt you with his speed and the ability to accelerate upfield to pick up a 1st down. Think about A&M backs over the years. They have been spoiled. Some great backs, most recently Devon Achane and Isaiah Spiller. But even going back, people forget Dante Hall when he wore that Texas A&M uniform.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. He'll hand it off. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Handoff here from the shotgun. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Important second down play coming up. Dropping back. It's back. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
The catch makes it a more manageable third down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Running back has it on the screen now. They make the tackle, but that screen pass call worked out. They gained the 1st down yardage. 1st and 10 play coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And the pass is incomplete. He dropped the 1st down attempt here across the middle.
I know this guy believes in his receivers, and I don't blame him. There's a lot of talent out there. But throwing into double coverage like that, that's how you throw picks.
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Looking to throw it again. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. And the Aggies will bring their punt team onto the field. And off the bounce, that punt will roll out of bounds. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. That gain moves the ball out near the 25. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Scanning the field. It's back. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a 1st down. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Lets it go quickly. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that's a great job by this defense of getting pressure with only 3 pass rushers. That leaves 8 back in coverage. It makes it very difficult to find an open man. But, boy, you can play that defense all day if you can get that kind of pressure with just 3 guys.
A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the 1st half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Well, the power run is stuffed. Barely makes its way back to the line of scrimmage on that one. And And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. The Canes will line up to punt it away. They're going to kick it away for the second time. And he's brought down immediately. No fair catch there, but that might have been the smarter play. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw to the left. Makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a first down.
The defense here went with softer coverage, played some zone. I think the quarterback and the receiver recognized that. Good job of coming back to the football, and the quarterback put it right where it had to be.
He'll take a deep shot. Deep ball caught inside the 10. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery.
All I can think of is maybe they saw something in the first quarter that made them think that an onside kick would work here. But they came up a bit short. Now we'll see if their defense can hold them and limit the damage.
Looking downfield near the end zone. And it's incomplete. They tried a desperation pass there as time runs out in the first half. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in College Station. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. And the Canes will kick this away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. The passing game was effective in the first half. Let's see if they continue to lean on that as they try to make up the deficit here. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Dropping back. It's Reed looking for the wideout. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. And the incompletion now makes it 2nd and 10 from the 49. Catch made on the out route. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
That's caught. It's Concepcion. And they get the conversion there. Set up now first down at the 38. The Aggies are moving quickly down the field. And here's the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just in 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw here. Running back grabs it on a screen. Impressive spin there. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run.
And I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting upfield, getting pressure on the quarterback, and that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
And he makes the grab in the end zone. The conversion works, and the game is now tied.
Well, I thought the defense did a pretty good job of defending this two-point try, but let's give all the credit to the quarterback and the receiver for being able to be in sync and in rhythm to come down with that catch and the 2 points.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the mark. Offense moving closer to the line again after that catch. They'll try to run for the first down. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Third down, I think the defense is really expecting the ball to go through the air. Instead, the offense keeps it on the ground, gives it to one of the more skilled players, and he gets the yards he needs. Move the sticks.
And they heave it deep downfield. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, how about the defense here? Sitting back in cover 2, taking away anything deep downfield. It puts pressure on the underneath coverage. The linebackers have to have some awareness. This linebacker did a nice job of being able to step up and make that interception.
They're going to run it here. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Short throw complete to the tight end. They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. First down from the 30. That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Takes the handoff. It's Owens.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid game here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They bring him down, but that play will set up a first and goal now at the 10.
Boy, what a great job of using his speed. Get him on the edge, allow him to be able to pull away from people, pick up big yards, and come up with a nice first down.
Texas A&M is now operating in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground with a counter play. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Boy, nice job by this defense being able to diagnose the counter play. You know, when you run that counter, you're hoping the illusion of the offense going one way and then coming back the other, that the defense buys into it. But they didn't buy it at all here, and they come up with a nice loss.
Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. And he'll drop back here on third down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance.
but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. He'll hand it off. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And as we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. To throw, it's Beck. Caught by the receiver.
The first down pass complete to the wideout. Gain of 5. Second down.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
And that's what he likes to do. He knows he's a weapon out there, not just with his arm, but when he can pull it down on an option like this and pick up a big chunk of yards, it can leave any defense with their head spinning.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Fights off a defender.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Hurricanes will have 1st and 10 here. Looking for a man. Quick throw to his receiver. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a first down. Great play. Receivers are bunched together. Looking for some space. It's Fletcher. Sixth play of the drive coming up. They look to throw it here on second down. Let's it fly to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Joseph. Touchdown, Hurricanes. They jump on top now here in the 4th.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
And he knocks through the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. They're looking to do more here. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. Back to throw. It's Reed. He's looking deep here. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Breaks into the open. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
And out comes the offense, set to take over here. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. QB to the tight end for a completion. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
And then first down, right back to the running game.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll hand it off. And they'll stop him after a short gain. One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down and the crowd really getting into it. Out of the gun now on third down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
It's a good job by the defense here on this third down, and now it's going to bring up a big fourth down play and a decision here for the head coach.
So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal to hold your breath here. Oh, and he knocks it right through.
That makes the score. Miami 31, Texas A&M 24.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And it works. The first down to the 35.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Inside the 45. They make the tackle, but not before he reaches the 37.
Man, we know this guy can spin it, but you can't forget about his wheels, too. That's another first down for this offense, and they are feeling it.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. But near the sticks, it's Concepcion. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Looking to throw. It's Reed. Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They finish off the scoring drive.
What a touchdown by this offense. They're down 1 now, an extra point away from tying this game up with under 2 minutes to go.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Returner looking to create better field position. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he dumps it off to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. shotgun. He'll hand it off. Tackle right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Running back has it on a screen now. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, that's back-to-back plays with short gains. You know, it helps the quarterback with his stats, the completion percentage, but it's not helping the offense move the ball down the field to try to get the ball into the end zone.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
The Hurricanes will send the punt team onto the field. This one is out of bounds, and that'll give the offense great field position. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. This one's tricky in a tie game. How aggressive do you get? Risk a turnover. You've got some work to do just to get into field goal range. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
Looking for his big tight end. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. The misfire on first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 46. Looking downfield, it's Reed. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end. And they stop the clock with a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And now the handoff. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. And a timeout is taken. Just 2 seconds left on the clock. And a timeout is taken. Just 2 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Miami.
Well, here we go again. The field goal team is out there. This kicker's already got 3 makes in this game. A chance for this field goal kicker to be a hero and win it from 52 yards away. Long enough and good. A walk-off game winner. Wow. And they've regained the lead. That's the kind of matchup you hope for, Kirk. This team came in higher ranked, respected. They were fully tested. They had to show how good they were to survive the upset here today.
And I really think that the coaches and the players, they love playing in these kind of games. You really are going to get tested. You find out what you're made out of. And these guys really met the challenge. I'm very, very impressed with the execution and how they played this game. And now they go to the next step.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Off to a good start. The winner trying to strengthen their playoff resume, and the loser will hear chants of overrated. Welcome to Oxford, Mississippi, and Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home field of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The Rebels will kick this deep to get us going. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So Tulane's offense trots out there to open this game. And Kirk, this is what we've been looking forward to, a matchup of two quarterbacks who are elite, very competitive, matched up against each other today. One of the better matchups we'll see all season.
Yeah, a game that we really pointed to all summer. Looking forward to this matchup. Knew these two quarterbacks would go head-to-head. Very important that they don't get caught up in the individual matchup. They just go out, work against these defenses that they're facing, and try to put up as many points as they can.
Moves the ball up to the 30.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Breaks free. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Man, this is exactly how you want to start an opening drive on the road for this offense. Really well-blocked play, pick up some nice yardage. And if you're this offensive line, this is exactly what you talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control of things up front, especially early in this game, to give their running back plenty of room to run.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Catch made on the right side. Stop after a big gain all the way to the 34.
By the receiver.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. Now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Been a really productive drive, but the loss there now makes it 2nd and 12.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball.
And that one's picked off. What a play. Could take it all the way. Past the 50. They'll finally catch him. That's a huge return. They get the takeaway and set the offense up in great position.
Boy, sloppy conditions with this rain. A lot of times I feel like if you got a quarterback that can help you out, but here you can see the ball just gets away from him, goes up into the air, the defense sees it, comes up with an early interception.
Starts with a short field. Takes the handoff. It's Lacey. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
The shotgun running play call. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
Well, you see with a lot of backs, there's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling him to follow the blockers and execute the play.
Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play.
Well, this isn't exactly how we envision this game getting started. You see an interception early, you're thinking, okay, great opportunity. Bang, they throw an interception right back. So everything is even. We can start all over, and the offense comes back out on the field.
And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. The shotgun handoff here. They tackle him about the 14.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Ball handed off. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Running out of time in the pocket. The senior calls his own number, picks up the first down.
This is a deflating play for this defense on 3rd and short. Good coverage. They take away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for is the quarterback, and he uses his legs to pick it up.
And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down?
But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold...
Looking to throw it deep. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Chris, I love this throw downfield. He takes a shot. I thought he had a big completion, but instead the defender makes one heck of a play to be able to knock that ball away for the incompletion.
Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. Productive drive in the making, a first down at their own 42. Shotgun formation, here's an inside give. Tackled behind the line, it's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man to the left, big catch downfield. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. And the coaches made the call, needing to extend this drive. The offense is out there to go for it. Here we go on fourth down. He's got the first and still going. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly,
football comes out. It bounces past the sideline, out of bounds, and they avoid the turnover there.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain in the first down. Well, when you dial up man-to-man coverage, at times you'll see that free safety back in center field. Here, because of so many receivers, he has to come up and play man coverage. Does a heck of a job of being in phase with the receiver and then getting his eyes up to knock that ball away. Nice play.
And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here. The offense threatening now, first and goal. They're going to run the option. Pitch to the back. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane. Can you say methodical? A marathon march, Kirk, just pounding away and wearing down that defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return starts from inside the 5. They stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes end off. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. And it's Tulane on top right now, Kirk. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. He decides to keep it here, fighting off the defender. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
There's great discipline by this defense. Assignment football at its finest. They're able to string the quarterback out, shut him down to prevent the first down.
Second down after that previous play. Quick pass. The catch is made. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. Crucial third down play right here. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. He moved the ball to the 48 and earned a fresh set of downs.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
The pass rush closing in. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Second and 10 now from the 48 after that incompletion. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Zero running room, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Caught on the outside. It's Lee.
Well, this is a great catch. He does a nice job of getting his feet down to set up a fourth down and short situation. But, man, I just don't know why he didn't try to fight to pick up a first down.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. Past the 30. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17.
I can't believe the call here by this offense. A lot of teams, they're not going to keep it on the ground in this situation. 4th and 1, 4th and inches is one thing. But they needed more than that here. And
down he goes. It's a sack.
The defense, I think, sensing some urgency in this red zone. First down play, good job of pressuring the quarterback, pushing him back and putting him in a tough spot now on second down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Well, they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Not only does the defense stack him at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Throwing off play action. He's running out of time here, and he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, the defense does a good job of pressuring the quarterback, but really impressed with the quarterback's effort. Not only does he pull out of that, but he's able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
And that runs straight down the middle. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
And at first down, they go right back to him. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can...
He fires this throw, and it's intercepted. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
And the Rebels offense back out on the field. They settled for 3 last time. Let's see what they can come up with this drive. Lets it go quickly. He's got a man down the middle. Tackled immediately, but not before he gets the ball inside the 20. And the Rebels are in the red zone. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now. Second down play coming up. They'll run it with the draw play. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Out of the gun now on third down. He's got it, looking for the end zone. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. First and goal, an opportunity to take the lead before halftime. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. Nothing on that play makes it second down and goal from the 2.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up on this first and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. Nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
No gain on second down, and they punch it in here, third and goal from the 2. And they're trying to punch it in here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, Chris, we're still here in the first half, but you got to wonder after that stop there on third down. Now we got a fourth down situation, and now you're in the red zone. I wonder, you want to take the 3 points the easy way? They roll the dice, try to take a chance, and try to come up with a touchdown.
Points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. And looking to throw now on first down. Makes the grab. It's Hayes. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. That completion sets up a second down play. Quarterback drops back. Looking for the wideout. And he drops it. Can you believe it?
That's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
Short connection to the tight end here. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Punt team ready to boot it away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. And with time quickly fading here before halftime, wouldn't expect them to be too aggressive at this point. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, what a grab! And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. First down, looking to throw the football. That's caught. It's Wallace. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Down the middle. It's Wallace. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. This will be a 46-yard attempt. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today at Oxford. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
The kickoff team out there now to get this second half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. Off the play fake on first down. Cut quickly. They stop him, but it's a first down. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. The Gain moves the ball to the 39. It'll be first down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play. Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. And now the running back's got it again. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
A gain sets up a third down play. Can he get there on the ground? To be brought down at the 46, good enough for a first down.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
On first down, it's play action. Close to the tight end. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp.
Boy, what a call here by the offensive coordinator. Dialed it up perfectly. The play looked like it had a chance for a big gain. Unfortunately, the quarterback off on the accuracy, put that ball too far out in front of the receiver.
And the defense swarms. He's going backwards. He'll lose 4 yards on the play.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go into keeper.
He's going for a big play downfield. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. And the Rebels will look to convert here on fourth down. And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there, wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. And the punt team now on to kick it away. And this is a low liner. This won't go a long way. And the punt will bounce out of bounds. They'll spot this around the 35-yard line. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of the play. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Grant behind the line. It's Turner. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Out of the gun now on third down. Quick throw to his receiver. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
on second down here. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. It's a quarterback keeper. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Oh, my gosh. Give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position, playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight. Couldn't find anywhere to go there.
Oh, the ball comes loose. The defense scoops it up. They bring him down after a short return, but this defense comes up with the takeaway. And a player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout or they'll check him out. And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
Here comes a handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off, and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. And this one is dropped. My goodness, he was wide open. Would have been a huge gain. And here comes the punter onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looks like he's going to run it. QB gets the first, now looking for more. Tackle finally made down at the 13-yard line.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
The Rebels looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. On the ground, it's Taylor. Tackled down at the 3-yard line after an excellent run.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come.
And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Rebels.
Boy, this guy is so much fun to watch. Here, not even on a design QB run, able to create, use his legs, threaten the defense with his arm, and eventually off the scramble gets into the end zone. Great play.
Try to add to the lead now with PAT. Handles the tricky footing, and PAT is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return begins inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Pulls it in. It's Turner. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play. And And Kirk, it's Ole Miss on top, sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Moves out of the pocket. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Returner tackle right there. That's when they'll start the drive. And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. He escapes the pocket. Oh, what a spin! They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone.
Well, there you go. You save your best scramble of the day for a bit of a situation in the fourth quarter, and you pick up the first. I mean, you don't want to use that early in the game, right? You want to make sure you save it for the exact moment and the key time and key moment in the game, and that's what he did. Although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way, but a great job of using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing it was time to go.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. The back's got it. He strikes the tackle. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
You know, sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this guy, and he's had a pretty good day, is his ability to break tackles in the open space. And he gets through those arm tackles. You can see what he's capable of doing after being able to shake free with the speed that he has.
Second down and goal.
Right. Double. Let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
What a call with a play action down inside the 5-yard line. Completely throws the defense. Their eyes are in the backfield, locked in on the quarterback. They lost focus on where he might be throwing the football. Made it an easy read for the quarterback and a touchdown.
See if they can convert the point after. And the extra point up and good. They stretch the lead to 16 here in the fourth quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback keeps the football. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
The veteran quarterback lucky that didn't result in a takeaway. Second down after the incompletion. Quarterback still with the football. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Well, if there's a silver lining for
for the defense. At least this quarterback didn't get out and gash him for a first down. But now they've got options coming up here. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they go back to him again.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. The receiver makes the catch. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
I love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that 3rd down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
Over the middle, it's Hayes. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
First down and 10. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking downfield near the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down.
Well, they take a shot into the end zone on 3rd down. They come up empty, but a reasonable field goal attempt now if they want to take it.
This will fall incomplete and a turnover on downs. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field.
Well, with over 3 minutes to go in this game, Chris, down by a couple scores, you have to go for this. Thought the offense had a great shot. Now they got to rely on their defense to try to get a quick stop or get a turnover and somehow get that football back.
The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch made in space. Look out. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Offense now behind the 6 on 2nd down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Grinding away on the ground. Tackled there by the defense.
What a job to bounce back by this offense. They get all the yardage back that they lost on this run and more. Now they're back on track with a very manageable 3rd and short.
And they pick up the first on the ground. Finds room at the 30. And moves the football to the 27 and a first down.
How about it? Another first down. The clock keeps ticking down as this running back's yardage keeps ticking up. He's piling up these yards as we approach the final stretch today in the 4th quarter.
And the Rebels looking to keep this drive rolling. He hands it off from the gun. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Here's the 2nd down play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. Can they keep this drive going, try to convert on 3rd down now? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught behind the line. It's Diggs. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. 1st and 10 from the 11.
Offense does a really nice job of timing up this screen pass, using the defense's aggression against them here. And the back's able to navigate his way for a first down.
And now it's victory formation. The quarterback will just kneel down. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the results of this game. Unbelievable job by this team, dealing with the expectations, the pressure, and as you said, playing a good team. This was a big-time win and an opportunity to really continue to move up.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports. Ranked in the top 25, looking to win and make a big statement here today. Welcome to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the one and only Autzen Stadium. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the James Madison Dukes, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Ducks will kick this away to get us going. And here's the return from inside the 5. He stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So the James Madison Dukes offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And Kirk, this is what we've been looking forward to, a matchup of two quarterbacks who are elite, very competitive, matched up against each other today. One of the better matchups we'll see all season.
Yeah, a game that we really pointed to all summer. Looking forward to this matchup. Knew these two quarterbacks would go head-to-head. Very important that they don't get caught up in the individual matchup. They just go out, work against these defenses that they're facing, and try to put up as many points as they can.
Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. It's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. Early adversity here. They face a 3rd down in the opening possession. To throw, it's Barnett. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. The defense all over him. They stop him right at the line. And the Dukes will line up to kick it away. And this will be the first punt for this offense tonight. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. So Oregon's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. It's a group that's really led by the big fellas up front. An offensive line that can ball you. They really are the personality of this team. Can they impose that today again, Kurt?
Well, some people will go out and recruit quarterbacks and receivers, try to win the game out on the perimeter. These guys love to be able to develop offensive linemen, and it's paid off. They can run the football, they get behind those big boys up front, and they dominate people. Cannot wait to see, can this defense load up physically and hold up against this offensive line?
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And he's back to throw again after that completion on 1st down. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Really good route here by this receiver. Quarterback does his job, puts the ball right where it needs to be. But how about the play by that defender to knock it away?
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46.
How about the big fella coming up with the interception? You don't see that very often.
Here comes the Dukes offense back on the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. It's Barnett. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Look out, he's in the clear. At the 20. All the way back for the pick six. Touchdown, Ducks.
And that is every defensive lineman's dream. And he played running back in high school or Little League. He showed some tremendous athletic ability once he came up with that interception to take it into the end zone.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the James Madison offense back out on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen, but where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Important second down play coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Fires it to the wideout. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. The Dukes will bring their punt team onto the field.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical third down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to fourth down.
And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Grab down the middle. It's Bryant. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Great execution on the RPO. Quarterback does a nice job as he's putting the ball into the belly of the back, making sure to read his key. This defense was determined. They came up to stop the run. Quarterback saw it, pulled it out, hit the quick slant right behind it for some great yards.
Fresh set of downs to the offense. First down. Looking to throw. It's Moore. Pressure is coming. He's got enough for the first. Has a path to the end zone. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Oregon.
Chris, I can't believe the quarterback took it all the way to the end zone. That is a big-time play. The defense, to their credit, had everybody covered, but they forgot to account for the mobility of this quarterback. Sure made him pay for it.
Manages the tricky footing and knocks through the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. James Madison's offense back out there now. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Keeper all the way. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Third down, out of the shotgun. Makes the grab. It's Sanchez. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Not much on that play, brought down short.
At the 38, brings up second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's a draw to the back. And he's brought down out at the 46.
Boy, draws and screens are a great way to counter an effective pass rush. Allow those defensive ends to get upfield and then hand it off at the last second.
Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. Scanning the field. It's Barnett. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And the Dukes are moving quickly down the field.
One of the areas that separates good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offense is on third down passing plays. And that was a perfect call and really well executed.
Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Running back grabs it on the screen.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
They come up third and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. Can he make it to the marker? And they get the conversion there. First down now from the 33.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? He's past the marker and still going. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
That is 2 consecutive runs for first downs. Give credit to the offensive line and this back really getting into a rhythm, and they got this defense on its heels.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime, the crucial second quarter beginning right now. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Trying the run, it's Knight. Well, the back has been busy, but very little to show for it tonight. That defense has been all over the running game.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
So you run fourth down, out comes the field goal team. And it's good right down the middle. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Number 95, set to kick this one away.
Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. And the quarterback keeps it here. Dodge the spin move. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, you're going to have to keep your eye on that defensive end. If he collapses down inside to the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself as a quarterback to the outside. Now, if he stays outside, you're going to go ahead and leave it in the running back's belly. In this case, he pulled it, but got some good yards himself.
They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49.
Oh, I love how the quarterback takes his time on that ride to the back. I thought he might have to pull it out, but he hung on, gave it to the back, and it paid off for a nice gain.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down play coming up for this offense.
Here we go.
Back to throw. It's Moore. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and he can't hang on. Wow, would have been a touchdown. Got to shake that off now. It's 3rd down coming up.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, just what they wanted. You got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
The gain is not enough for 1st down, so it brings up a 4th and short. And the Ducks will send their punt team onto the field. So on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. That takes a big bounce and rolls all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Dukes offense back on the field now. It's hard to win these games just kicking field goals. They need to find the end zone here, some urgency. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Inside give now from the shotgun. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Gain moves the ball to the 38, another 1st down. And he'll set up to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Alston. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Tight end goes in motion. There's the handoff. And he's stopped again. They've had patience with the ground game, but just nowhere to run tonight. That's been a big theme.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
The Dukes will line up to punt it away. And they've got the returner corralled. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. Handoff here from the shotgun. First down and more. He's still running. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the 1st down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness, ability to run the ball when they have to pick up 1st downs, and they did it right there.
The sure hands. It's Bryant. And the gain just good enough for a 1st down.
Great play call by the offensive coordinator. Outstanding job of executing by the quarterback. With the defense trying to stop the run, the quarterback felt that, made a nice throw to the receiver, and look at this result. Some positive yards.
Fires it to the wideout. The ball is picked off.
Boy, we're just here in this 1st half, and this defense is all over it. That's their 2nd interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. The pickup is 9. That's what they're looking for. Sets up a 3rd and 1 now.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Try and muscle for the first down. And the Dukes will try to keep this drive moving.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
To the air, it's Barnett. Running back has it on a screen now. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain.
Well, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Hey, how about the quarterback here with his eyes downfield, selling the pass to open that play up? But man, offensive line, really good job of selling and then getting upfield to that second level to be able to pick up some key blocks.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Did not get there, and now it's going to bring up 4th down and 1. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit trying to add 3 points here before halftime. After making his first attempt, they'll try again from 41 yards out. And the field goal is good. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. The coverage team brings him down in the final play of this first half. The Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
All right, thank you for the update, Kevin. Appreciate it. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They were productive in the first half, but hurt themselves with turnovers. Let's see if they can fix that here as we get the third quarter going. Back to pass. It's Moore. Quick throw to the flat. It's a screen. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's reeled in. It's more. They break it down, but that's a good play. It moves the ball to the 39.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Makes the catch downfield. He's in the clear. Past the 10. Touchdown, Ducks. The big tight end would not be denied. What a play.
What a great example of why this tight end is one of the top tight ends in college football. This guy's got great speed, but he also has the power to be able to break through those arm tackles and take it to the end zone.
BAT is good, so the lead is 21-6. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. They stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Here comes the James Madison offense back out on the field. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
And then first down, right back to the running game. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of the play. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. To throw, it's Barnett. The pocket breaking down. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
This is good pressure by the defense, and it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking deep to the right side. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th. The Dukes will bring their punt team on the field now. Looking to flip the field here. He'll field the punt. And the returner will be brought down. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. They're going to run it. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. And the offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there. So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. He boots it away from inside his own end zone. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. James Madison's offense back out there now. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. You make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option. He has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers.
They try the middle, but gain nothing. nothing on that play. Second down after that run on the previous play. To the air, it's Barnett. Lets it go quickly. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a
Swarm by the pass rush. A sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
So they'll send out the field goal unit to give it a shot here from very long distance. They're going to trust the kicker from 56 yards out. Let's see if he's got the distance. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. And off the miss, the margin is still 15. Still a two-possession game.
Now, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Now coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up
Second down after that run on the previous play. Keeping it on the ground here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. The Ducks will have to kick this away.
number 92 on to punt it away.
Returner decides to fair catch this. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. They'll try the right here. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Sluka. With the catch, it's Sanchez. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. 3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. They'll try to run for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
And the Dukes getting set on 1st and 10. Same tailback, another carry. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. So after 3 quarters of play, it's a pretty solid lead. Let's take a look at our game stats, how we got here. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the 4th quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
3rd and short to hand the ball off. The Dukes are looking to keep this drive going.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the first down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a 2-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball back.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense now behind the 6 on 2nd down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Dropping back, it's Sluka. The receiver makes the catch. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
That play enough for a first down. The offense set up at the 43.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Only a short gain in that run. Defense able to pen him in.
He's brought down at the 41-yard line.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over it that time.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Looking for the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. That's good for first down yardage now at the 26.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on 3rd down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off of that nice play.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Boy, the defense does such a good job in taking any threat downfield away. All you could do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. And he's got it again. Of course, backwards, he'll lose 10 yards there. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. After consecutive losses, they need a miracle here on 3rd and a mile. Back to pass. It's Sluka. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Dukes.
What a combination. This quarterback and this receiver. What I love here is the quarterback does a good job of not waiting too long. You're going to run out of room if you do. Got the ball out early enough to give the receiver a chance to not only make the catch, but to get his feet down for that touchdown.
The extra point is good. They trail by 8, 21-13. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it just outside the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? Oh, and it's fumbled. The lateral goes wrong. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time. Handoff from the shotgun. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
3rd down play here out of the shotgun. Looking deep to the right side. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Boy, a questionable call there on 3rd down. I know they don't convert, but why not run the ball? Keep the clock moving, especially working with the lead in the 4th quarter. Now you got a big decision here on 4th down and short.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. Here comes the Dukes offense back on the field now. in motion. It's a shotgun run call. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. Ball handed off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Dropping back. It's Sluka. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, that one's picked off. He could go. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Chris, what a great call here by this defense. They're playing man coverage. The free safety kind of roaming the middle of the field. Uses his eyes to be able to read the quarterback and really anticipates the throw to come up with that interception.
And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. 2nd down after that previous play. Leaning on the run game here late.
Well, this is a huge 3rd down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Breaks loose at the 40. They finally tackle him, but all the way down to the 20-yard line. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Ducks line up on 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. And the Ducks line up with a 1st and goal. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. So from the 9-yard line, it's 2nd and goal. And the quarterback just kneels down. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. And it's a kneel down. Now, when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played for 4 quarters, just dominating football. And this is a team that's had to deal with being kind of the hunted, the team that knows that every single week teams want to bring them down. They took on a very talented team today and just dominated them.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.